Hi, today is Monday, May the 4th, 2020. And our devotion this day is based on the book of Amos, beginning in the 8th chapter. In that day, says the sovereign Lord, I will make the sun set at noon and make the earth dark in the middle of the day. I will turn your festivals into funerals and all your songs into funeral dirges. I will make everyone wear funeral clothes and cause every head to be shaved bald. I will make you mourn as if you had lost your only son. When it ends, it will indeed have been a bitter day. Be certain of this, the time is coming, says the sovereign Lord, when I will send a famine throughout the land, not a shortage of food or water, but an end to divine revelation. People will stagger from sea to sea and from north around to the east. They will wander about looking for a revelation from the Lord, but they will not find any. And then, in the next chapter of Amos, we read, In that day I will rebuild the collapsing hut of David. I will seal its gaps, repair its ruins, and restore it to what it was like before. As a result, they will conquer those left in Edom and all the nations subject to my rule. The Lord who is about to do this is speaking. Here ends the reading. Thanks be to God. And our devotion this day is written by Lisa M. Samra. I was prepared with eye protection, an ideal viewing location, and homemade moon pie desserts. Along with millions of people in the United States, my family watched the rare occurrence of a total solar eclipse, the moon covering the entire disk of the sun. The eclipse caused an unusual darkness to come over the typically bright summer afternoon. Although for us this eclipse was a fun celebration and a reminder of God's incredible power over creation, throughout history, darkness during the day has been seen as abnormal and foreboding, a sign that everything is not as it should be. This is what darkness signified for Amos, a prophet during the time of the divided monarchy in ancient Israel. Amos warned the northern kingdom that destruction would come if they continued to turn away from God. As a sign, God would make the sun set at noon and make the earth dark in the middle of the day. But God's ultimate desire and purpose was and is to make all things right. Even when people were taken into exile, God promised to one day bring a remnant back to Jerusalem and repair its broken walls and restore its ruins. Even when life is at its darkness, like in Israel, we can find comfort knowing God is at work to bring light and hope back to all people. Here ends Lisa's devotion, and I would add that even when life is at its darkest, even in the midst of a pandemic and stay-at-home orders that seem to be lasting forever, God is at work. God is at work in this very moment, right here, right now, to bring good out of all of this. One of my favorite Bible passages is in the New Testament book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 28. And we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. It may take a while to recognize the good that will come out of whatever mess you're in, but good will result. That's a promise.